Room 25 tells the story of an absence, that of Raphael from Perugia. The great painter from Urbino stayed in Perugia for several years at the start of his career as the pupil of Perugino, and painted several of his masterpieces for churches, convents and monasteries in the city, all of which are now kept elsewhere. Of all of them, the most famous and moving is the Baglioni Deposition, brought to Rome in 1608 at the behest of Scipione Borghese, and now on display in the Galleria Borghese. Two copies of the masterpiece are on display in this room, together with the original frieze decorated with putti and griffins. Another work that sheds light on the relationship between Raphael and the city of Perugia is the large altarpiece depicting the Holy Family, painted in 1510 by Domenico Alfani, an artist from Perugia, as is shown by the inscription 1510 on the neckline of the dress of the Virgin, and Menco, that is Domenico, on the lower edge of her robe, close to the leg extended forward. A drawing by Raphael depicting the same scene is to be found in the Musée des Beaux-Arts in Lille, France, with a grid required to transfer it to the surface of the much larger panel. The back of the sheet has a few handwritten lines by Raphael in which he asks his friend Domenico, Meneco, to send him a poem and some sermons, and in particular to collect the payment from Atalanta Baglioni in gold coins for the Baglioni Deposition. This document provides an insight into the friendship and collaborative relationship between Raphael and Domenico Alfani, to whom, as a recompense for his help, he gives the drawing on which to construct this work. The panel shows a Fender family scene. At the center, the seated Virgin supports the infant Jesus with a thin transparent belt that passes beneath his arms, perhaps to help him take his first steps. The child leans forward towards Saint Joseph, who offers him a pomegranate, the symbol of resurrection, while behind him Saint John the Baptist, with a cross balanced on his shoulder, indicates him to the viewer. The figures are presided over by the watchful gaze of Saint Anne on the left, while Saint Joachim on the right appears pensive, lost in thought, perhaps due to his concern about the fate of his grandson. The scene is set in a landscape dotted with trees with lush foliage. The only tree that looks withered stands in front of the Roman buildings, a triumphal arch that may be interpreted as the Arch of Constantine, an amphitheatre indicating the end of paganism. The small region which the characters are seated is covered with flowers in various species, all alluding to the Passion of Christ. Above, a cloud contains several angels who are holding up a dedication to Saint Anne.